I'm Dr. Beatrice Seguin, PhD, and you've landed on my podcast this time of the month, your trusty sidekick to the midlife roller coaster. I chat with experts digging into legit solutions for midlife hurdles, be it health or lifestyle. Ready for the ride? Dive into this time of the month. Subscribe and catch the latest episodes on our channel. Let's own this midlife magic together. Do you ever feel like you have so much clothes but yet have nothing to wear? That's certainly how I'm feeling right now. So I've called for help. I've invited Sagit Vyner back. Come on in, Sagit. We're gonna talk about my closet and basically how do we make sense of our closet, get rid of things that we don't need anymore, and revamp some key outfits. That's what we're here for.
So why don't you give me the lay of the land?
Okay, so the lay of the land is I try to organize my closet by categories. So I've got obviously here the shoe shelf, and I try to do it like, booties, runners, special occasion, handbags, and then the clothing that I tend to wear most often.
Is here.
Easy reach, correct. Yeah.
Okay. Amazing. So right off the bat, I can say that you're very organized, which definitely helps. And I've noticed all the Post-it notes. So I see that you did your homework. Yes. So why don't you explain to your audience what your homework was?
So Sagit told me that I needed to, some of the stuff that I'm not sure, like for instance, handbags, I wrote words on it. Like, is it too dated? Do I gift it to someone who will love it? Some are damaged.
Right.
Do I repair it, or is it just let it go?
Right.
Shoes, same idea, like dated for now, because things come back and then you regret. Regret giving something away.
Right.
So then that's why I hang on to it. Some of them hurt. So I wrote like, does it hurt? Tops. I had a hot flash on camera. If you haven't watched season 1, this was too hot and itchy for me. But I feel guilty because it's pretty.
Right. So that's why you always have to you have to look at your closet with a critical eye, number one. The things that you're absolutely never going to wear again. Either they are itchy, hot, uncomfortable, too tight, too loose. The color makes you feel less than perfect. Things like that, they should leave your closet. It's visual clutter. So when you look at your closet, pretty much 90% of your clothes in your closet should be able to wear the next day. Like you should be ready, everything fits and it feels good and it's able to wear the next day. That's why we want to get rid of all the things that are just taking up space in our minds. And I always suggest maybe bringing in 2 boxes.
All right, I got 2 boxes, so I'm gonna go get them.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So when you look at your closet, there's things that they're never going to serve you again. That is going to find a home somewhere else. There's always organizations that are amazing that kind of help people that need things. And your things that are just collecting dust can have another life in somebody else's closet. So you can feel good about doing that. And those are the items that go into that. That's just donate, give to a friend, give to a family member. That just leaves your closet.
Got it.
The second box is for things which I feel like this is a major struggle for people because there's a lot of things that you're not going to wear. You're not going to wear them. You don't want to give them away for whatever reason. Yep. Either it's nostalgic or it cost a lot of money and it was a big investment or it reminds me of like
sentimental.
A happy... Exactly, exactly. So that goes in the second box. And why I put it in a box and don't leave it in my closet is because when it's in the box, I know I'm not going to wear it, but it's still accessible. It's somewhere in my house that if I say to myself, you know what, I feel like that I can get it, but it's not taking space up. This is very valuable real estate. This is very valuable real estate.
And when it's so crowded, you actually forget. Sometimes I forget I have something because I can't see it.
That's what I call visual noise. So you have to get rid of all of that, put it in the box. And my other kind of little tip is if you haven't gone back to something in that box, in that second box, if you haven't visited it within a year, don't even open the box, take that box and go straight to donations, right?
All right.
So this is, it's step before out or it gets resurrected.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so should we have a go? Should I walk through stuff?
Yes,
okay, should we start with the shoes?
Yes.
Okay, so, I have 2 pairs. This one hurts, so why am I hanging on to it?
So that's a perfect... Right. Why are you hanging on to it? Are you ever going to
get... I need a friend to tell me to put it in the bin.
Are you going to ever get up and say, you know what, today I feel like being in pain?
No.
Right.
It's put in the bin.
And this is, just to point out, this is not even a fancy shoe. So it's not even a shoe that sometimes we have to live through the pain for a fancy look. This is an everyday boot. Never are you going to put on an everyday boot to be in pain. So where does it go?
Donation.
You do it. You
All
do
right,
it.
it's going. And would you advise having a friend? Because I feel like it's like, if it's you, I end up not taking that step. You just need to call a friend into your closet.
Because you have to take the emotional element out of it, right? You have ties to this. I don't have any ties to your clothing. So I could tell you keep or relinquish. It's not affecting me in any way. So you have a friend over, and that always helps.
All right. These dated.
We all remember the Shibuti. It was fantastic, but it has, I'm sure they served you well.
They have.
In the time.
They have, and they were comfortable.
You can marry Conda and give it a hug and tell them that you enjoyed them.
I loved you. I'm putting these in the bin. All right.
Yes.
We all have sentimental shoes. I wore this when I was getting engaged.
Oh,
26 years ago.
Yeah. Wow. Aw. So that is definitely sentimental. So in my opinion, you're not going to wear them now. They're definitely not current. Look,
they're dusty.
And the shape of the heel and everything about them, the big elongated. So you're definitely not going to wear them. So if you're extremely sentimental, they will live in the second box for a very, very long time. You don't ever have to have them exit the house, but they have to exit this space.
I think I'm ready to let go.
Oh, wow.
I called you in for some help.
I mean, you kept the husband. Isn't that more?
I kept the husband.
That's more important than keeping the shoe, right?
Okay. Wedges. What do we do? Or do wedges come in and out? Are they timeless? What do we do with them?
They kind of do come in and out. This is not in at this moment. So this is definitely something that I would put in the second box because you know what? In a year or so, I might revisit it. Like, are they making their way back? Are they, appearing again? And if not, maybe a couple years in, I would then out. But that I would hold on to. They're in great condition.
Yes. Repairing shoes. So this was an investment shoe. In fact, I think you were the one who advised me on these guys over 12 years ago. I think this was when so do I repair them?
Yes. Okay. So this is definitely a shoe right now. It's Manolo, so that we know that it's a great investment shoe, great brand, classic. And like I told you probably 15 years ago, they never really date. It's a kitten heel. They're actually the hottest kind of shoe right now. But I would take it to a shoe repair. So maybe you need a third box for things like that that are leaving to go for repair. I would get them to kind of, perfect the toe a little bit, polish up the shoe, get them ready to be worn so that when they're in your closet, you can actually wear them. Like right now, even if you had the perfect outfit for them,
so I don't want to damage them more.
And they're not in the condition to wear them. Right. So you make them in the condition, put them back in.
Okay, so for now we'll leave them here, but I know that they are getting repaired. Tired. They're tired.
Yeah, they're tired.
I feel empowered here. Yeah. I'm letting them go. I don't even need to ask you.
Right. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. At the beginning, you kind of hesitate, but then you feel so much better after. Oh, this is a doozy.
This is a doozy. This is where I feel I saved up for Valentinos. I dreamt about Valentinos. I got the Valentinos. Yeah. And now I don't
you have the
wear
Valentinos.
Them.
Okay, tell me why, because these are still in the stores, but that doesn't mean that they're good for you. Tell me why you don't wear these.
I have trouble styling them, to be honest. Like, I just thought, do I wear them with jeans? Do they feel too intense? Maybe that's the word I'm looking for.
Oh, so we're going to work these into one of our outfits after. I actually know the exact outfit that we're going to work them into.
So yeah, because this I would feel terrible.
Yeah. That's an investment piece.
All right. Vintage pieces that we've inherited. What do we do with those? Because I feel sentimental. For example, these bags. They actually come from great grandma on my husband's side, from South Africa. When they were living in South Africa.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing. I don't know if everyone can see the details, but that is incredible. Something like this would never leave my house. I have a different idea for something like this. I would kind of try to work it into your home decor. Okay. I've had people take, gorgeous vintage shoes, put them in a plexi box and put them in their bookshelf. And it's just another item to kind of look at, and it gives you pleasure.
Well, I do feel, I would feel awful because it's an heirloom. So
No.
I feel like I can't.
You can never get rid
it.
of this. And this is also something that's timeless. I would wear this tomorrow. I would
Okay.
wear this with what I'm wearing right
Actually,
now.
it looks super cute. So
Yeah,
vintage.
definitely stays.
Stays.
Yeah,
All right.
stays.
Okay, damaged bags. Better
Okay.
days. Dated. We've
Okay,
got
let's
bags
look at
here.
the damaged. Let's
Yeah.
see what is damaged specific. I mean, classic color, right?
I
Good
like the
size.
color.
So
That's
what
why
is
I
the
like-
damage? Let's see
Here.
if it's worth, okay. That's a quick fix.
That's a quick fix.
This is a quick fix. All this is the glue has come apart from the handle.
Yes.
This is probably at your shoemaker a $30 fix.
All right.
So you say to yourself, you know what? For $30, this is a
can't
great
replace it.
classic
Yes.
color, great tote, great for travel. I would definitely put this in the to be repaired.
Okay, so we'll put it back.
Yes.
We're keeping it. So this one is sentimental because now it's no
sentimental.
secret I love fashion, okay? So from a young age, I started saving up for that, a bag or a pair of shoes that I really wanted. And at the time, Kate
This was
Spade,
it, yes.
I'm talking 90s. This is the 90s, I think, it was the 90s.
Yeah. So something like this, totally classic. It's
Yes.
not, you could wear this again tomorrow. And you should wear it tomorrow. And once we get rid of the things that you're not going to wear, this will be one of your go-tos.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely
So
keep
it was
it.
a good purchase.
It's a good purchase. It makes you feel all warm and fuzzy, and that's what clothing is about. That's what accessories is about.
Awesome.
It's
It
not
even
about,
makes me think of my best friend because we bought it together.
I love
so
that.
it's a nice story.
Yeah.
All right.
And this guy?
This guy, I fell in love with the color. And it's by a local entrepreneur. She was making these bags locally in central Ontario. So it was really fun to fall in love with something that is made by a small business. Yeah.
Fantastic. It's a little large for an everyday bag for someone of your frame. So if you were coming in and you were shopping with me, I would say that this is too big for you for an
Okay.
everyday bag. But what I would purpose this for is like a weekend bag or a
Okay.
weekend getaway. You're going to someone's
Yes.
cottage, you're going to a chalet, you're going to, this is perfect. I would not do this for you
Not
as
every day.
not as an
more
everyday
of a weekender.
person.
Got it. All right. So now we're going to tackle the clothing.
Okay.
Okay. So stuff that's itchy, uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Should I tackle?
yes.
Or point
Yeah.
and toss?
Let's
Okay.
point and toss. Let's do it.
Denim, there's not that much actually, but I kept the skinny jeans.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get rid of them, but I don't wear them. After
Are
our
they
episode,
ripped?
we did jeans. No,
yeah.
there's nothing
But there's
wrong
nothing
with them.
wrong with them. You keep them.
Okay.
Because they will cycle back through, right?
Do I keep it here or no? Keep them
Are you
here?
wearing them this season?
No.
No. So keep them in this box.
I
Okay.
feel
Do
mucho
they
guilty.
fit? Are they
fit.
uncomfortable?
No, my husband says I have a nice booty in it.
Oh, keep.
The print I like not as much as those ones.
Yeah. So it's funny to me because this is redundant to
It
me.
is, it is.
So I would, when I'm looking at my closet, unless you're absolutely in love with both, I would get rid of the one that you like least. But
Okay. Because I have
because you have 3 other
complementary.
pairs, so you
Okay.
don't need 4 pairs of the
Okay.
same print.
So we've purged a lot.
Yeah.
So now
How do you feel?
I feel
Lighter?
it's calmer.
Yeah.
Lighter, calmer.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
All right.
declutter the closet, you declutter the mind.
Yes. So now, how do I rejig so
Okay.
that I can easily pick outfits? And we're going to revamp a few things I don't know.
Yes.
How to do.
Okay.
Okay.
So when you organize your closet, it's very important how you lay out your things. I always go according to temperature, right? Because you know when it's cold out, you know when it's hot out. You don't necessarily know what you're going to be wanting to wear that day, but you know where you're going and the temperature. So I always put my things together sleeveless first and colorway. I go lighter to darker. So it would go all the sleeveless light colors, mid-tones to dark sleeveless. And then again, light color, long sleeve, mid-tone, dark.
Got it.
So that way I know if it's freezing out and I really want to wear a black top, I go right to the end. I go to the long sleeve. Those are my choices.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay, so Sagit, now I can see my stuff.
Yes.
And some of my favorite pieces, but I still need help with styling. So for instance, I love this green blazer.
This
Just
green
not
blazer.
sure how to wear it in different ways.
Right. Because when you buy something like this, it's definitely a vibe, as the kids would say, and it's a mood. But something like this, when you're done wearing it, your kind of standard ways with the white shirt and the dark blue denim or with the black turtleneck and a black leather
Yeah.
pant, then you look at it and go, I've done it. Yeah, I've done this too many times. But the thing is, you want to look at something like this and then wear it a completely different way. And bright colors often scare people and they revert to wearing them with, they have to make everything else neutral. It's actually, in my opinion, the exact opposite. If you have a bright color like this and you add a little bit more bright color, it actually neutralizes the palette and gives it a whole different look. So we'll do that.
Okay, so we're going to pick this one behind you as a hook.
Love that.
The ones that we're going to revamp.
Yes, love that.
Brown dress. Absolutely love this color on me. But because the dress itself is a bit of a statement, I don't know what shoes, boots, whatever.
I can see that this would be a tough one just with the shape.
Yeah.
But we can, throw on a cool belt, maybe do a suede tall boot, and maybe a great handbag to tie that all together.
Okay.
So we'll leave that on our project.
Fantastic. Okay, and now we're going to reach for cargo pants. Bought these to go to a concert with my daughter, and haven't worn them since, but they're nice.
I love this color.
Okay.
Okay, so a nice way of doing this, and a lot of people look at a light color pant and they say, I can only wear it spring, summer. That's not true. We can totally work this into, holiday, dead of winter. We could surround it with a little black velvet, give it a whole different life. Maybe pop of color on the bottom.
All right.
We'll play with this item.
Okay, it'll be fun. And I have my favorite teal wool. So this is a sort of a classic pant.
But this is a bold color.
It's a bold color.
So what made you buy this color?
I fell in love with the color and the pant. It's very flattering. But I do that thing where I just, wear a white top, wear a black top, now what?
Right. So again, the same kind of theory. This is a fantastic color and it's a beautiful color on you and it's interesting. So you want to look at something like this and make it more interesting, right? So we're going to play around with maybe adding a little, color, texture. This is when it's fun. If you have a friend that's your size, sometimes it's nice to maybe dip into each other's closets to refresh each other's closets, right? Instead of always having to go out and buy something new. So
All
this
right,
one I'm going to refresh from my closet.
All right. I think those are the, too bad we're not neighbors.
I know.
Definitely steal from each other's closets. Like, hello.
I know.
I think that's pretty much it. So we're going to revamp these outfits.
Let's do it.
And share the looks.
That's my favorite part of my job.
All right. I feel so much better now that things are decluttered and we can focus on some of my favorite pieces that I wanted to revamp. So we've got my green blazer.
Let's start here. So this is absolutely the favorite part of my job, right? Because I love to take pieces that, have more potential and show someone how to give it an extra way. So as we said, you've been wearing this. How have you been wearing this? With
just either white or black.
Right.
Or maybe blue jeans.
Right. So when people see bright color, that's what you tend to do, is surround it with neutral, hope for the best.
Yes.
And then after you wear it a few times like that, then it's like redundant and boring. So I say the exact opposite. So I would look at a jacket like this and say, okay, how do I add more color, make it more interesting? So I happen to come across
that's beautiful.
A great printed shirt.
That's beautiful.
And you could see how this totally changes the look of it, right? And for something like this, you can make it dressy or casual depending on the shoe and the jeans. So, you could do jeans on the bottom. You can either do it with a fantastic denim, right? So that makes it running around, you look chic, maybe you're traveling, you've got to be comfortable, but you still want to be stylish. Or you're going out for dinner, let's do a little pop of color on the bottom with a sexy
cute
little shoe.
I love how it's picking up some of the colors.
Yes, exactly.
On the sneaker front, I love that you brought denim because I wanted something that I could wear more in the fall or winter, but I was getting paralyzed by the choice. There are so many trending runners with all kinds of colors, but I didn't want to buy multiple pairs.
Yeah. So the key when you're looking for a runner that you want to wear fall, winter, we live in Canada, so you have to take the weather into account. You want to do something in a darker color. I find black with a white sole very limiting, very harsh. It only looks really good with certain outfits. So I love a denim because we live our lives a lot in jeans, and a denim running shoe just elongates it's like what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
It elongates your jeans, right? And then it's very neutral. So no matter what you're wearing on top, it goes.
I'm excited to try those.
And another little side tip, as you could see with the ones I did, of course, a sucker for details. These came with white shoelaces, the ones on my feet. which are fun. They came with white shoelaces. When I wear them in the spring, summer, I wear them with the white shoelaces. When I wear them in the fall, winter, I want my shoelaces to kind of disappear, get a little darker so it goes with the clothing a little bit better. Trick. So I ordered on Amazon, navy shoelaces, and that's you.
There we go.
There you go.
All right. So next was the cargo pants.
Yes.
That I only wore in the summer.
Right. So a lot of people will look at this and say, okay, it's a spring summer pant. And it's very classic. Cargos kind of come in and out, but they never really go out and they never really are in. They're just more of a classic. But I would take a look at something like this and say, okay, so we know we can wear them in the summertime, white t-shirt and sneakers and obvious, but how do we wear them in January and February? You're going to people's homes, you're going to a restaurant, you feel like, let me kind of jazz up something. I don't feel like denim today. I want to wear something different. I don't want to be in all black. So you can take something like this, and if you're surrounding it with different textures, going into black, it's going to give it a different feel. And I found this great little camisole in your closet.
Yeah, I forgot I had that.
Look how that ties everything together, right?
Lovely.
And then on the bottom, you can pull up your rock studs that you didn't know what to do with. Right? So that's definitely an obvious little match. Or you can pop it with a little bit of color. I love doing a little red shoe on the bottom. And then you can, if you want to tie it in, because you always have to tie it in, do a red lip. And that will bring that to life.
All right. Next up were my teal pants that I absolutely love.
Okay. And I have to tell you, I'm obsessed with that color. It's one of my favorite colors.
Okay.
And again, it's a more difficult color, right? So it's a color that is not, you're not looking at a black, a white, a navy that you know exactly what to do with. You get into this, you go, okay, I love it. It makes me feel good, but how do I finish it? So I also dipped into your closet and found this fantastic vest that you said you haven't worn.
I never know what to do with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So these two colors are fantastic together, but we need something to bring them to look like they belong, right? Okay. In comes a great little fitted turtleneck liner. So you see what we've done is, in the print, it's got both the colors of the blue, of the teal pant and the pink vest, but it also incorporates a whole lot of other colors. Yep. So it will look amazing together. And for footwear, we can do something in a neutral or in a sneaker. If you don't have a perfect printed top like that, you can definitely, this is a great look for multiple reasons. So it adds a little interest at the neckline, and it's a sleeve and adds a little, zhuzh factor, but also gives you a little warmth. So if you're going out in the winter and you want to wear your white cotton shirt, sometimes it's just too cold, right?
Yes.
So the vest actually gives it a little warmth and at the same time, makes it look cuter.
That looks really nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and the last piece, my brown dress.
Yes. Your brown dress. So you had no idea how to accessorize this. I'm sure you were taking it back to black.
I feel like I may have worn cream boots once, and that was about it. Yes.
Okay, so it is this is more of a difficult color, and because it's got a sleeve detailing, you really don't want to cover this.
No.
So putting something on top of something like this doesn't really work. So what I would do is, you've got a great waistline. I always say the waistline is on loan. So while we have it, we have to show it. So I would definitely take a great neutral belt and do it maybe with, one of the hottest trends this year is the kind of over the knee boot. So you can do it something like that. And then I was mentioning before that sometimes you use your accessories like purses to tie everything together. So I would if you have a great neutral bag that has all the colors, you see how that brings everything together. And this is going to look awesome on you.
Wow, that closet edit with Sagit was intense and exhausting, but a few weeks in and I feel amazing, less visual noise, a lot more clarity. So here are my top 5 takeaways to help you get the same feeling. Number 1, declutter in stages. Decluttering doesn't have to be all or nothing. I have the maybe giveaway bin now, and it is sitting out of sight in another room. I'll let it sit there for a while before I decide to part with my things permanently, or maybe some stuff will make their way back in my closet. Now, the bonus is that my teen already rated those bins and she claimed what she loves, and that makes me super happy. Number 2 takeaway. Organize to optimize. Sorting the tops from sleeveless to long sleeve, light to dark, that was a fabulous tip. It makes choosing outfits super fast. It also showed me what I have and what I really want or need. So what's the new purchase focus? For sure, I loved Sagit's idea of denim runners for a winter look with the blue laces. Can't go wrong. I did decide to invest in a crisp white blouse to pair beautifully with my teal pants and pink knit that I never used to wear. Number 3 takeaway, bright on bright really is the new neutral. So pairing bright colors with other brights really does transform the outfit. And I was able to find a similar top to what Sagit showed us at Zara. So it's budget friendly, goes really well with the green blazer. I'm absolutely embracing color on color. I even found these dupes. They're from Steve Madden in burgundy. And look, it makes my outfit just pop even more. Number 4, I've always loved sharing clothing with friends, but it's not just about the fun. It's eco-friendly, win-win. Let's normalize and embrace that. Number 5, vintage wins every time. Realizing how good my hand-me-down vintage pieces were, it has inspired me now to look for high-quality pieces in pre-loved stores. They exist in every city. So I hope that this has helped you. Let me know how your closet revamp goes. Beauty doesn't need permission. It's yours to define and embrace on your own terms. For me, feeling beautiful comes from showing up as I am, and maybe a little bit of dancing too. What does beauty mean to you? Tag a woman who reminds you that beauty is your own power and courage to not be afraid and show up authentically. You can gift this t-shirt to yourself or to a girlfriend by going to my shop.